Hey guys, I'm Rayonne and welcome to my channel, The Minimal Approach. Today I will be showing off my makes for January and I will also be sharing my latest fabric haul. So if it's something that interests you, please stay tuned. First, if you like the channel, please subscribe, and if you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. It's the best way to support me in those videos. Let's get started. I've been very productive in January. I know I said I wanted to slow down, and it was in my intention to slow down, but it appears that I'm always craving this creative moment when I sew. So I feel like I'm just making time every day to sew just bits and pieces, and then it just makes my project go faster because I'm still sewing during weekdays. So yeah, so I made 9 things. I did this Strathcona Henley shirt from Thread Theory. It's a pattern for men and I will show it to you right now. Here it is. It's in a beautiful French terry. It's cream and I really love this make. It fits my boyfriend perfectly. I did 0 adjustment. And as all the Thread Theory patterns, it comes together so nicely. I really took my time because I knew that my boyfriend wouldn't wear it if it wasn't like up to a certain standard. And yeah, so here it is. I had trouble with the button placket because I did like buttonholes, but then I did 1 buttonhole, but then I couldn't have like the way my machine was set and the way like this like was more thick at the end. I couldn't position the needle at the right place. So anyway, I had to undo buttonholes. I didn't know you could do that, but before you kind of like cut in between the rows of thread, you can. So I unpicked them, but it left a little mark. Anyway, still proud of it. And the fabric is a bit thick, so it's warm, and yeah, really great make. And I bought fabric because my father wants one, and I'll do a size large for my father because he tried this on and it was a bit tight around the chest and around the belly, but on my boyfriend this medium size is perfect. The satisfaction I feel when he tries it on and it fits and he likes it and he looks like pretty in it, it's huge. Really feel good about this. I will definitely keep sewing for the men's in my life. The second garment I made is a skipper sweater, and it's made from a sweater knit from Club Tissu again. This was expensive as well. This was like $15 a meter, but it's so high quality and I've worn this sweatshirt so much already. It comes together very like easily as all the Seamwork patterns. The neckband fits perfectly and the cuffs as well. I did a size medium because I wanted to be a bit oversized. Maybe it's a little too much. Like for this one it's perfect because since it's a heavy sweater knit, I love that it's oversized, but I'm feeling like I might do another one and a lighter sweater knit, and I would definitely do a small because I would want it to fit me a little more like close to I would like it to fit a little closer to my body. But for this one it's perfect. The only thing I have to say is that the pocket is oversized, like quite a lot, and it's a comment that I've had from like my boyfriend when he first saw me. He was like, ooh, that's one hell of a pocket, and it kind of is. I don't think I would do the pocket on another skipper sweater. I think I just wouldn't bother with the pocket. And there's also the extension that you can do it with a hoodie, and it's more like kind of a dress length. And I have a similar garment that I bought many years ago, probably 6 years ago, and I still wear it. So I will do this version as well once I get another like good sweater knit weight, because if it's a dress I don't want it to be kind of like drapey. It has to be more structured, I think. So yeah, great pattern, highly recommended. Third thing I made is very practical, and it's a custom lunch bag. It fits perfectly in a backpack I asked for and I got at Christmas. I used this fabric. I used like 2 fabric. I used an interfacing that's kind of like a tinselate, and I also bought this fabric that is used to do diapers. So if something spills in my lunch bag, it will most likely stay in. And I used this fabric that I got to do some laundry baskets. Yeah, so this is something I didn't use a pattern because I really wanted to have like the perfect rectangle shape of the bottom of my backpack, and I just used an elastic to tie it at the top. So I just pull on the elastic, and that's my little lunch bag. The next make I did is a little bit more involved, and it's a vintage pattern. It's Michael 9233, and it's a pair of jeans, and it's a non-stretch pair of jeans. It's a high quality denim I got from a friend of my mother-in-law. I really took my time with this one. It fits, but since it is vintage, it's a bit too high-waisted for me. It's non-stretch, so I'm not really used to that. It made me realize that I don't own any non-stretch pants, and I think it's for a reason. It's not really comfortable if you're sitting at a computer all day. It kind of like is restrictive, so I don't think I will get a lot of wear out of this one. But I'm really happy I did it because I really wanted to get this kind of like mom's jeans look. I tried it, didn't really like it, and I feel like this like waistband is too small. I think it's because it's a vintage pattern, but still. I did top stitched in a different thread color, but it's not top stitching thread. I feel like it's too bulky, and this denim fabric is probably 15 ounces, so it's super heavy, and I thought it would become like too bulky. And another thing that I realized, I don't really enjoy straight waistband. I think I need more of a curved waistband because otherwise it kind of gaps at the back. So yeah, that's something I learned, and I would say maybe I would do this pattern again, but I would use a fabric that has a little bit of stretch, and I would definitely make the waist a little bit lower. Like, just by looking at it, you can see like those are high-waisted pants. The next thing I made is the Elli shirt that I'm wearing right now. I've been eyeing this pattern for a long time, since it got out, and I bought this absolutely stunning bamboo knit, and it's like a small ribbed fabric. It stretches a lot, so I don't know what I will do with the remnants, but I'm so pleased with this. The neckline is perfect. I love the button placket. I didn't struggle too much to do buttonholes as I did with the henley for my boyfriend, because this fabric is a little bit more thin, and I really enjoyed this shirt. I feel like it fits me well. I love the sides, and it's a little bit like of a bigger neckline than what I'm used to, but it's a change and I like it. And like other Seamwork patterns, it comes together very quickly. I did this in a day and I'm in love with it. Next, I did a Rosa shirt. I've been eyeing this pattern for a while. I wasn't sure about this back yoke that is curved. I thought it was looking a little bit like country or something, like westerny, but it really doesn't. And the cuff detail is a bit different too. The cuff is kind of like going past the opening. I think it looks lovely. The princess seams on this shirt are very flattering. I got the workshop for this as a prize on one sewing challenge I did. I really enjoyed it. I don't think I would buy it because it's quite expensive, but Tilly and the Buttons does those like kind of like workshop for like 5 of her patterns, I think, and the Rosa shirt is one of them, where she goes through every like step of the pattern instruction and short videos, and she kind of like gives tips and everything. It was lovely to go through it, because I've done quite a lot of shirt so far, and some of the tips, like, I didn't realize how much I liked that method, but I really like when the sleeve, as an example, I really like not inserting the sleeve like a lot of like the sew over it patterns does. I like it when you put the armhole first and then you do a seam from the cuff to the hem. That's something I like. Also, I love how she insert the collar. It's a great method as well, so I think I will just use this method from now on, even if the instruction recommends inserting the sleeve when it's already sewn from the cuff to the armhole. The fabric is a rayonne from Blackbird Fabrics. I didn't really enjoy working with this fabric. It frayed so much. I had to use fray check, but then the fray check was coming out as like a white spot on the shirt, so I didn't really enjoy it. It was so slippery, so drapey. It was not fun to work with. So I don't think I will be working with like that sort of like slippery rayon anytime soon. One other thing, no, there's something else. One other thing I didn't really like about this pattern is that they do faux flat fell seam, and I don't really like that. I think you should just do flat fell seams, and you should adjust your pattern seam allowance in consequences, a bit like they do with thread theory patterns. So I did do real flat fell seams, but then kind of struggled a little bit with like the seam allowance, and I washed it one time and it just started to fray like crazy at some places where the flat fell seams were not really well done. So I like the shirt, but after the first wash I had to like kind of unpick all the flat fell seams that were not done correctly and do them again. And yeah, that was not really fun. So it's a good pattern, but I'm not sure I will do it again because of that flat fell seam situation. And on a shirt, I feel like serge hems, like I did serge hems for the side seam in the armhole, because at this point I was kind of like getting upset with the flat fell seam thing, and it doesn't look that professional. So I don't know, and maybe it's just because I don't have the good thread on my serger for this. I only have black and white thread on my serger, so maybe that's the reason why I don't feel it looks as professional. But anyway, I'll just have to find a solution. Either I buy more thread for my serger, or I just adapt my pattern pieces with the correct seam allowance to do flat fell seam in the future. And next I did the Mia jean. It's a pattern from Sew Over It. It's a good kind of like pants pattern if you want it to go fast, because it doesn't feature a front pocket, so it removes kind of a step, and it doesn't feature a belt loop as well. So those are two things that kind of like eats quite a little bit of time to do. They're too small. I did a size 10 like I usually do with Sew Over It patterns, but I would have needed a size 12. First, because the fabric I used is not stretchy enough, but that I didn't realize before I was trying on the pants. So I'm a bit disappointed because I won't be able to wear these pants. It's not comfortable. I wore them once to work and I literally felt like a sausage in a too small package, so it wasn't a good feeling. Yeah, so that's one thing. Also on this one I tried to use a top stitching thread that was the same color of the pants, and I have to say I think I like this a little bit more than a contrasting thread. And I was looking at my ready to wear pants and they don't have contrasting thread, so I think it's something I'm more drawn to. So that's something I'll do in the future. Another thing that I learned is that I didn't have any crotch problem with this pair of jeans, so I think I'll try to copy some of that like crotch area on maybe the ginger jeans or something like that, kind of like the shape, because that crotch area fitted me very well without any kind of like adjustments. I'm really proud of the fly front. Like the two pair of jeans I made last, the fly front is almost flawless, so that's something big for me. I've been doing pants for, I think I did like over 8 pair of pants. I did 6 pair of pants before that, and the crotch area always have something, but on these two last pair of pants there's nothing wrong with them. So that's like yay me, perseverance really pays off. Yeah, so great little pattern if it's your kind of like first pair of jeans and you want to try it out, because it's not that because it doesn't involve as many steps as a pair of pants like the ginger jeans, let's say, or the McCall pair of pants I did earlier. Then the last make I did is the Sunny top. It's a pattern from Friday Pattern Company. It's something that I won as well on a sewing contest. I'm a little bit disappointed with this. I thought the neckline would be a little bit more deep, and the neckband didn't fit, so I had to rip off the entire neckband and do it again. And like ripping off a zigzag stitch on a knit is kind of like my nightmare. It's really not something that I enjoy. And yeah, so I'm a little bit disappointed with this pattern. Although I do like the fit, but I think the knit I choose is a little bit too drapey. I also like the curved M. I think this is very flattering, so that's something I might reuse. But yeah, for the neckband I really wasn't impressed. I had to reduce the seam allowance of the neckband when you join it together to like 1/4 of an inch for it to fit, and there's still a little bit of like puckers. So yeah, not really impressed with this. Maybe it's me, maybe I did something wrong, but I did measure every seam allowance on the other pieces, so I don't think it's me. I think the neckband is just a little bit too short. I'm not sure about this length of sleeve, but I think I like it. I have to wear it a little bit to know if I like it or not. I finished this 3 days ago, so I haven't wear it yet. Ooh, no, I forgot. I also did the Hyancith Bralette. It's a free pattern from Olulu. And I really just made a test, like kind of like muslin version to see if it fits and everything. And I'm so like surprised with this. I really enjoy this little bralette. So comfortable, and I highly suggest it. It's a free pattern as well. So let's jump to the fabric haul part of the video. I went a little bit crazy. There was this big sale at Fabricland, and I also saw an ad of like a sewing studio that was closing up, so I bought 2 rolls of fabric from her for $60. So let me get them out. I got this stunning kind of like army green, or it has like, it kind of looks brown if you're only with artificial light, Ponte knit from Fabricland. I got 3 meters, and this is to do the Henley shirt for my father. I actually brought him 2 fabrics and for him to choose, and he chose this one. So it's lovely. It has a little bit of drape, but it's still quite thick, and it stretches, so I think it'll be very comfortable in this fabric. That's the second fabric I got for my father to choose from, and it's a navy blue interlock fabric. It's a Tilio fabric, and it's extremely lovely. I'm not fully decided what I will do with this, but I think I might do the Bryce knit jumpsuit from Style Art Patterns. I'm not done assembling the pattern pieces. There's quite a lot, but I think that's what I will do with it. I went a little bit overboard, and I got this absolutely stunning kind of like a scuba knit from Fabricland. It's got red flowers, and it's probably 10% stretch, and I want to do a huge cardigan with it, but I'm not sure about the pattern, so I need your help. I'm thinking either the Lola coat from Sew Over It, the Nikki cardigan by Atina Kaku, maybe I would also do the gel coat from Seamwork, or just a kind of like more like a bathrobe pattern. I don't know, I'm thinking of like a duster or cardigan with this that I would wear with a black t-shirt and jeans, or I don't know. It has drape, and it's everything you'd want in a fabric. So if you have other suggestions, let me know. I also got the denim that I did the Sew Over It Mia jeans with. I'm thinking I'll do the Ash jeans next. It's a cheap and super lightweight denim, so I'll use it for like practice and muslin basically. I think the Ash jeans might be the next pattern I try. For the fabric I got from the sewing studio that was closing up, I got this absolutely stunning. It looks like a kind of a satin or something. It's so shiny, it's a little bit see-through, and it's a pale dusty old rose, I think. Really like it, and I think I'm going to do lots of shirts with it. It's a roll, so I'll use it to do muslins and stuff without feeling guilty of like using up fabric. I think this really helps me to get my creativity going, because I know I can do it again. If I fail, I can try again, and it's not the end of the world. And the next fabric I got from this lady is this absolutely stunning poly cotton mix. It has a little bit of stretch on the width, on the width, and it's so gorgeous. It would never wrinkle, so that's something I like for pants. I will do do probably a dress. I will try to do probably a Lola, a duster coat, or maybe a Jill, I don't know. But the possibilities with this fabric are endless, and this is medium weight, so it's perfect for a lot of things. The only thing I struggle with is that the roll is so like, it's kind of like undone. I don't know how to handle this. It's just a big kind of like sausage of fabric. If you guys have any idea on how to handle end of rolls that just is falling apart, let me know. I can use your help. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Happy sewing, and I will see you in the next sewing video. Bye!